This is an extract from my book, Show Me the Way to Santiago. This is from day 7 of the walk. The scenery has been a little boring and uninteresting, but the challenges set by the route have certainly been sterner. However, soon a greater challenge appears in the form of rain, and we hurriedly put on our waterproofs and protection covers for the rucksacks, and then continue through the now driving rain. After a further 2 kilometres of relentless rain, we cross a road, but continue, as there is still no shelter to be had. We march on as the rain increases in intensity. After a further 5 kilometres, I spot a barn to the left which appears to have an opening and would provide shelter, but it is 400 metres off our track to the left, and Moeen is convinced habitation will be over the next rise. We carry on, and there is indeed a single farmstead and small holding over the brow, but not quite the habitation we need or are hoping for. The rain is biting cold now and getting heavier still, with a few hailstones thrown in for good measure. We are very wet, but still there is no shelter, so we hurry on, 7 kilometres beyond the earlier road crossing. We've now been walking for 2 hours in the pouring rain and have to cross a railway too. In the mist we spot a large black bull, at first threatening, but it turns out to be an advertising hoarding for a Spanish brandy. Exhausted, wet and cold, we arrive in Pueblo de Sancho Perez. We debate going to the albergue or heading right to a hostel along the road which should be nearer and serving food, and we opt for the latter. At this point 4 bedraggled cyclists passed us, having also emerged from the Camino. Arriving at the hostel, we take off wet cagoules, shoes, and use the toilets to dry and warm wet and numbed hands. We order hot food and drinks. Maureen is worn out, but pleased we have got here, and rightly inquires about a room and decides to go no further. After our meal, we go up to Maureen's room, where I shower and change into dry clothes. I then make my farewells as I now head off alone to Zafra, where I am scheduled to link up with John in the morning. Maureen will have enough time to walk to Zafra tomorrow and catch a bus and get back to Seville in time for her return flight to the UK.